Hey guys, this is Maya from Trade Labs, and today we're gonna have a look at what is price action trading and how we can use that into our advantage in the, let's say, gold Forex trading market in order to have really good decisions on the trades that we are jumping on. So if you're interested about that, then just keep on watching because things are about to get really interesting. Welcome back guys, this is Mara from Trade Labs, and like I mentioned in the intro today, we're gonna talk about price action trading strategies and what price action trading is. So if you're new to the concept of price action trading, then definitely this is the right place for you to stop by and learn a thing or two at least. So without further ado, I have some really good examples for you to have a look at today that I really think they're gonna be proven to be really useful for you guys and your trading skills. So let's jump right in. Okay guys, so what you're seeing on the screen is just a snapshot of the XAUUSD trading market that is going to help us as a base for today's video in order for you guys to understand price action trading. Now, in order to understand price action trading markets and the strategies and the patterns, the first thing that you need to understand is what is actually price action trading. Now, price action trading is exactly that. Price-based decisions that you make based on the previous moves on the market itself. What does that mean? Well, you need to go back a few bars, understand what happened in there, and then based on the previous history of the market, you can take further decisions in your trades, basically trying to predict what will happen in the future. And that is really easy with some strategies that we're gonna have an example today of one strategy that is just really simple that anyone can implement, and I'm really happy that I get to sit here right now and showing you how to do this in a really easy way. This is something that I wish anyone could have known because it's the kind of information that everyone in the trading market would actually need. It's great to know. Anyways, so price action trading, going back to this is, like I mentioned, decisions that you make on the trading market and in your trading based on the previous price marks of the market itself. Now, you would do that without, and big signal here, without any kind of indicators, any kind of tools, any kind of anything that would help you or distort the decisions that you are about to make on the market itself. And this is only good news, to be honest, because you would need some raw decision making in order to make sure that you are making the right decisions in the market itself. So it will be only you and the chart making these decisions, future assumptions on the market itself based on what you're seeing on the chart, and only that. But don't get scared, this is really easy and really straightforward, and like I mentioned, really excited for me to show you guys how to do this in a really good way. Now, going back to price action trading strategies. Now, in order for you to start implementing or deploy this price action trading strategy itself, you need to follow a 3-step plan, which is really easy. Anyone can implement in their trading routines. The first thing would be for you to understand the market that you're looking at, to understand the structure of it in order for further decision. That would be the first step. And by that I mean it's a really easy way of doing that. You just need to identify the most important pivotal points of your chart. So these are structural important points in your market that you need to take into consideration when making any kind of decision. For that, if you are looking at a bearish trend going down, you would be looking at the first green reversal bar. These would be the ones that you would be looking for whenever you are looking at a bearish trend, trying to predict the price action strategy that you're about to do. That would mean, of course, that you would note the most important pivot points like I'm just doing here right now. So those would be the first reversal green bars of your chart of that specific trend. So here we have 3 really important pivot points that we have on the market here. So based on these points, we can take further decisions on the market itself. So that's done we have the structure already figured out and checked on our list. Now, the second step would be to understand and try to place now, based on these pivotal points, try to understand how the market would go in the future. And by that, you need to play your setups. You need to understand where your setups would be going in order for you to take the further decisions. So now we need to understand, based on these 3 pivot points, let's imagine that you don't have this upward trend right here, and you have these pivotal points coming up to you, pretty much letting you know what's about to happen in the XAUUSD market. So this is price action trading. Based on this pivotal points, you are going to take decisions for further use. So what you're going to do next, or better said, what you're going to do next, is to take a line from the first pivotal point through the second pivotal point, which is this reversal bar here, and just run it all the way. Now a second one would be, and you can repeat this with as many pair of pivotal points that you have. Let's say the next one would be between the second one and the third one right here. If we go and unite these points, you'd see another set of pivotal points and another trend line. Because these lines you can draw between these pivotal points are basically trend lines. This is how you predict in the future that the market would go, or better said, would pass over. If we are looking at the green reversal bars, of course we would be looking for the market in the future to turn green and go all the way up. So basically these trend lines would let you know how the market will, or better said, where the market would pass in the near future. Now, once you have that information already done, you would have a really no surprise kind of situation that right next to your latest trend line, you have the starting point of a trend change. And this is with a safety point, as you can see. If you were to take into consideration just its first 2 pivot points, you would have the starting point of a trend change lower down. But because we have this a little comeback here, of course the actual trend line has changed into a more, let's say, parallel trend line, which pushed the actual trend line change a bit upper here, but it's safer to do so. Now, this is basically now your setup. This is the starting point of a trend change that is most interesting to you, and based on what you're seeing on the screen right here, you can jump in on the trade. Another thing that you need to be aware of is step number 3, which is managing and calculating your risk. In other words, you need to place your stop loss or your swing low. In order to do that, you would go to whenever you have identified the starting point of your trend change based on your price action trading strategy and your price action trading thinking, let's say, you would need to go back a few steps from the actual market trend change, and you would see this set of bars where you can place the swing low, maybe a couple of ticks lower than the actual reversal bar end. However, it's still there. So that would be your stop loss that you're placing in the market for you to be safe. And that would be step number 3, all complete. So like I mentioned, this is really easy if you have all the steps in and you're following this, let's say, guide step by step. It's a really easy situation where you can definitely do price action trading strategies and the patterns themselves in a matter of a few seconds with the naked eye. Maybe you don't even need to actually draw on the market chart itself. It's really easy to stipulate it. Okay guys, so that was it for today's video. I really hope you found it useful and informative in terms of how and what to do when you want to engage into a market with a price action trading strategy in mind. It's definitely an easy step-by-step guide that you can take into making your own decisions on the market, and I really hope I was able to explain that in a really easy way that you can follow as well. Let me know in the comment section down below if you did have any other questions that are left over after this video, and I'll do my best to answer them as soon as possible. But definitely let me know what you thought about today's video, because this is actually a really good subject that I always wanted to do videos about. As I mentioned in my previous videos as well, if you are only interested in price action trading just for the sake of it, so you can be aware of how to do this manually yourself, and that's fine. But if you want to have a look at other automated tools that can do this information for you and draw this information on your chart, then definitely have a look at the momentum trading indicator that we are doing here at Trade Labs, especially for that reason. Speaking of which, if you'd like to try our new trend trading indicator, then click the link below and sign up for a free trial. That being said, I really hope you enjoyed today's video, you guys, and found it informative and really good for you and your trading skills. If you did, then don't forget to give us a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please consider subscribing by clicking on the subscribe button down below. That's it from me today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.